Hello, get cozy, get something warm to drink, cup of tea, and settle in. I'm having a little reset in the house this week. I'm not going to say a spring clean, but I am changing around a few things and just putting the house back in order. Let's begin in the ensuite bathroom where I have the filthiest shower glass panels. And you know what? I think it's all the hair conditioner or shampoo droplet. I definitely think when I'm rinsing my hair, that product just builds up on the glass. So in my spray bottle, I have vinegar, distilled water, a couple of drops of essential oils. But in the bathroom, I will also use a bleach cleaner. I find like just day to day, if I need to wipe down surfaces, that vinegar solution is amazing and it's not as harsh, but I will use that bleach cleaner in the bathroom. Also, speaking of hair, I find, does anyone else, my long haired ladies or just ladies in general, if I'm not shedding, my cats are shedding. We're all just shedding hair around here. And I find I notice it more in this bathroom because everything is so light, so you see all of the dust and fluff. So I'm going to scrub the shower on the inside, use the squeegee to get it streak free, and then on the glass panel on the outside, I'm just going to use some of that vinegar and water solution to clean the glass, and this gets it lovely and shiny. Now, I would love your advice and tips for vacuums and hoovers in the comment section. Back in 2020, it was during the pandemic, I decided to buy a Dyson and I never liked it. But I had taken it out of the box, misplaced the receipt, so I was like, oh no, I can't bring this back. I'm married to it now. I don't know what V it is. It could be V8. I just know that it's a pet one. But you'll see when I hoover the floor, it doesn't get up all of the dust, and when I wipe it with the cloth, you're going to see how much dust is left on the tile. The main reason for getting the Dyson was because I wanted something that was like small, it would go on the wall, and was handheld and lightweight. I originally had a Henry the Hoover and I loved Henry, but I used to get the Henry rage when he used to get stuck in the doorways and he'd roll over and his little smiley face would be looking back at me, and he was also quite heavy. Now I do know that you can get a cordless Henry now. I know a lot of people use Shark. They say Shark is a good Hoover brand. But if you do have any recommendations for a Hoover that has good suction, relatively lightweight, a decent runtime, not too expensive. Honestly, I think Dyson just have really good marketing. I don't really rate their items. I remember when I was on holidays, I used one of their fancy hairdryer. What is it? The Airwrap thing that curls your hair. Honestly, I couldn't see it being worth the €500-600 price tag. That's just my experience. Sometimes people ask and I always give an honest answer in the comment section and I say, I don't like this thing. But I just felt like I spent €400 on it, which is just crazy. I should have just stuck with Henry. This side of the room is relatively clean, aside from the fluffy socks on the radiator. And then you come to here, and it is the pile of doom. That's not a thong, that's a bra strap surrounding my car jack. And if you watch my video about that wardrobe, you'll know what the car jack was doing in my bedroom. What's the most random thing you have in your pile in your bedroom? Because let's be real, we all have a pile, don't we, Bon? Yes, we do. We all have a pile, whether it's a chair. Mine it tends to be this blanket box. I do have a chair in here, but my go-to is for dumping is here. And this is actually all clean clothes. Clean clothes, fresh pajamas, car jack, and the cleaning bits. So, Bon. I love how cats, they have to do like they go around in a circle 2 or 3 times. And then, oh, that is a perfect tuck bun. I love when they turn into a loaf and the paws get tucked in. I'm actually just going to take off his collar so that he can chill, because they only wear that when they're outside, and then I take it off when they're inside. What is it about the brain where you have a pile of clothes that you've taken off, the clothes horse or in from the washing line? You come upstairs, the very last thing you need to do is just put them into the drawer. There is space. But no, the brain has to have a little rest and has to put them in a pile on the top of this blanket box where they'll sit for a day, maybe 2. And then you pluck up the courage to do that final step and put them into the drawer. When I just wish I could have gone the full marathon and gone up and put them away, and then there wouldn't be a pile of stuff on the box. Now, what I will say is I did a lot of decluttering last year and the year before, and especially when it came to clothes, and I try not to buy as much. And that has definitely helped when it comes to clothes clutter, because I have space in the wardrobes. I'm kind of having I don't have a 1 in 1 out system, but if I do get something new, I will have a look and see, okay, what can I bring next time I'm going to the charity shop? Now, when I go to the charity shop, I might only have a couple of dresses, whereas last year and the year before, I was bringing bags of stuff, which I don't like doing either, because we know where half of those things end up going off to random places as well. But by buying less, I have less clutter and less overwhelm, which is great. Okay, so upstairs isn't too bad. I actually only did my bed sheets 2 days ago, so they're grand. He'll keep them warm for me. Not too much clutter. I actually just put the lid off the Singer sewing machine up there, and then I have the little machine there on display. The bathroom is tidy. Upstairs wasn't actually too bad. I think it's because I was doing that project and I was kind of cleaning up after myself. It was just my desk that went a little awry, but that is clean now. And all I have is this pile of stuff I've been cleaning out into the corner. So I just have, there is some bits left from the makeover. If you're wondering why there's WD-40, the thing in the plug hole got stuck. The press down sink stopper thing got stuck, and I sprayed it with WD-40 and it popped back up. So that is just some paint bits left from when I was doing the wardrobe project, and then my cleaning bits. So all I have to do is clean this. I'm going to hoover the stairs. That's my bag of rubbish from the bathroom, and then that's upstairs done. Now, does anybody else have this problem? Look at her face. I left my jacket. It's my little puffer jacket. I came back from a walk one day. I say one day, sounds like a long time ago. A week ago, I left my jacket just sitting over the side of the couch, and she's turned it into a cozy bed, and she has sat on it every single day, and now I'm terrified to move it. You can literally see the makeup stains on the corner of the jacket. It was on its way to the washing machine, but now this has become Bjug's bed. So I will never move this. This is yours forever, Bjug. It's like when there's a cardboard box and I have to slowly sneak it out of the kitchen. But no, this is now Bjug's bed forever and ever. Amen. At least Bon has the right idea over here. He has the blanket. Now, I was actually going to do a bit of tinkering in the living room. I might just leave it till tomorrow. I want to take down the garland that I made, but the cats seem to be chilling, so I think I might do the windows instead. Let's head out into the garden because my next job is very satisfying. My windows are absolutely filthy, and it's because of all the stormy weather. And I've been meaning to tackle the windows since the last storm, and every time I walk into the kitchen is where I notice it the most, because that winter sun comes in the afternoon and there's literally a grey film on them. I did the greenhouse glass in one of the garden videos, and it's just so satisfying. You really don't notice until the glass is clean the difference it makes when you walk into the room. So just like the greenhouse, this is how I clean the glass when it's really bad. I just dampen the glass with water. Then I have my scrubby brush. I use some fairy liquid on the glass, give it a good scrub. If they're not too dirty, I can get away with spraying it with a water and vinegar solution. But when they're really filthy, I do this. Rinse off all the suds, and then I have my extendable squeegee. And I just give it all a squeegee down so that it is streak free. In the past, I have used things that are just, to me, a bit gimmicky. I've had those handheld window cleaner things. And to be honest, this way works for me because maybe the handheld ones work if you're taller, but I find when I was using them, they're on the heavier side, and when you're doing a couple of windows, your arm ends up getting really tired, and I have to reach up, so I always have to take out a ladder. So by doing it this way, I never have to take out the ladder, and it seems to be just a quicker way for me to clean the windows. I sometimes get asked about like any cleaning things or cleaning gadgets, but the only gadget I need is my extendable squeegee pole and that brush. And to be honest, you don't need one of them brushes, you could use a sweeping brush. Just something to scrub any of the excess dirt off the window. So that is my trick for cleaning the glass. That's how I've mastered an efficient way for me, and I hope that helps. Actually, funny story, there was one day, you'll see Bon looking out the window, and there was one day I was cleaning the glass and I sprayed the glass with the hose, but he doesn't mind now. But at the time, he jumped out of his skin, and I felt so bad because I don't know, I hope he didn't think I was trying to spray him with the hose. But I was spraying the glass, but he was being nosy and he was looking out the window. But he's not afraid of that anymore. I think he realised, okay, there's glass between us. She's cleaning the window. She's not trying to get me. In the living room, I am going to take down the garland that I made for Christmas. If you saw my videos back at Christmas time, I made an ivy foraged garland. And I took ivy from the garden and I just used some wire and I made a lovely natural wreath. And in January, when I took down the Christmas decorations, I decided to add some extra foliage to it because I loved it so much and I wanted to make it last a bit longer. But I have decided it has gone really crispy and dry now. It has served its purpose, and the great thing about this is all I have to do is take it off the mantelpiece and put it into the compost. Obviously, I'll take everything off the wire and I'll be able to keep that wire because it is the perfect size for any future garlands that I do. So I think I might do something maybe for Easter. I could do another kind of foraged mantle but use a different foliage. If you have any foliage recommendations, let me know. Dried flowers would be beautiful, but I was thinking in summertime, I think lavender would be really nice. I think it would smell amazing too, like a lavender garland. How bougie would that be? Because I know there's a place on the N11, that lavender place. They have bunches, I think they were €5 each. I don't have enough lavender plants to do a whole garland, but that could be something fun for summertime as well. So I really appreciate if you have any forage ideas for me for kind of around about Easter time. I'm just waiting on my toast. I'm having egg and toast for my lunch before I move on to the rest of the house. But I wanted to share, I got honey. So I didn't get any honey last year because my bees, I was only a beginner. I had a nuke. I put them in a hive. There's my toast. Hang on, I'll be back because that needs fresh butter on it. Okay, my butter is melting into the toast. I use real butter, so you have to put it on straight away onto that steaming hot toast so it melts in nice. Anyway, I didn't get any honey last year from my bees, but some of you might know that I'm a hive helper down at the bees near the canal, so I have like another little bee group, which is great because there's more experienced beekeepers there. So I'm hoping I might get honey this year, but one of the great things is they have like the honey extractor kit thing, the process and stuff. We had a little meeting, I think like 3 weeks ago, just a little meeting. There's only 6 of us and we were just deciding like what we're gonna do down at that apiary this year. So we had our little jobs and just deciding on what day works for everybody to go down to check on the hives, because there's I think 9 hives or 8 hives down at that apiary. So there's loads of them, but at least there's 6 of us to kind of check them and stuff. And there's also more advanced things to do, like splitting hives and things like that. But anyway, we had a meeting and I got some honey from the bees down at the canal. So actually I have one open already. I'm not going to open that because I'm going to give that one away. Here is a honey that I have been using with my muesli. Oh, it is delicious. And it is just not processed. And also the honey from where I'm a hive helper, that gets donated to St. Francis Hospice. I don't know if there's any left because the honey was processed in August, September. And I think they gave it to them then. They gave 100 jars, which is €1,000 because I think the hospice sells the jars for €10. And it's the hospice in Blanchardstown. There's two St. Francis hospices. I think there's the Blanchardstown one and then there's another one. I think it might be out Swords direction, I'm not sure. But that's where the honey from that apiary goes. So they don't sell it. You can't buy it unless it's off the hospice. And I think you have to go into the hospice to buy it. It just be like at reception. And it could all be gone. I actually know someone who I used to work with who works in the hospice, so I can actually ask her if there's any left. But yeah, we don't sell it, but you can buy it. We donate it basically, we don't sell it. So I think I got 5 jars, so that'll keep me going. And then I'm going to give those to my neighbours because yeah, it's just a neighbourly thing to do. And the great thing is, like, this is honey from my local area. There's nothing in it. It is just honey gone through the extractor, strained and sieved. There you go. No sugar, syrupy, weird. If you look at honey from like the supermarket, next time you go to the supermarket, pick up something that looks like Irish honey and look at the back, and it'll say a mix of EU honey and non-EU honey. And it's the non-EU honey that could come from anywhere, and it could be like mixed with a load of literally just sugar water, basically shite. So this is pure honey. And I found, I don't know, I was watching a bee video and somebody said, if it goes through this, whatever goes through the stomach of a bee is medicine. And I'm like, there's a little jar of medicine. My niece actually had a little cough on her and she kind of keeps, she's at that age, like with school, I feel like she had that bad dose at Christmas that we all had, and she keeps getting sniffle after sniffle. So I gave her, she had a sore throat one day when she woke up, and I gave her this, a spoonful of honey, and she was like, this is horrible. So my niece is not a fan, but I think kids' taste buds are different. I would probably be the same. She says she prefers the cough syrup, but again, that's just full of flavour and sugar. So yeah, I got some honey. So light a candle this year, and if I manage to get honey from my bees this year, even if I got like, I would be doing great to get 100 jars, but I don't think I'll get 100 jars off them, you never know. But I think I would just add it to the donation pile from the other apiary, and I'll probably keep like half of it so that I can give it away. I can give it away to like friends and family for Christmas, and also I might give away some on my channel as well. I need to be careful about posting it overseas, so like I don't know if I can send my honey like over, you know, the way there's like customs regulations and stuff. Like it's okay to send it, I think, to EU and UK, though I don't know about Brexit. I'll have to smuggle my honey overseas. But it will be good stuff, good Irish honey from the bees' bellies. So I just thought I'd share that. I'm going to eat my lunch now. My butter will be well melted. So as I am ironing these, I want to give a little mention to one of my friends, Nadia. She has set up a YouTube channel. Now I know her from Instagram, and you probably know her from Instagram as well. She does like fitness and travel content, but the reason why I want to mention her is because I often get asked, and I do feel really bad because I don't get around as much as she does in the sense of like when it comes to Ireland and travel. And even though she does fitness, like in one of her is a High Rocks, I call it High Rocks, some fitness thing, but she was at like Glenlow Abbey, and I often get asked about like, I'm coming to Ireland, where's great to stay? I have no clue. I don't, because I live here, I don't stay, rarely would I stay in an Irish hotel unless like maybe if it's for work or something, and even then I would probably just stay in a basic hotel. But Nadia goes to fancy places and yeah, castles, hotel places in Dublin. She also goes on a lot of hikes and would know a lot of trails all around Ireland as well. And she was saying like what video she has coming up, and I was telling her that like a lot of my audience want to know like cute places to visit, and it's something that I often get asked, like where's nice to stay out west, or if you're going down to like Killarney or Kerry or even up north. There's my doorbell. Today is a day of interruptions, isn't it? Okay, I got a little parcel. Hang on. I've lost my train of thought there, because if it's not the bing bing bong, it's my toast in the toaster. But yeah, I am not the girl for a recommendation on where to stay in Ireland. But Nadia does go to nice hotels, and she stays in them, and she has a lot of like Irish travel content on her Instagram, and she's planning to do some stuff on her YouTube channel as well. So I just thought I would help a sister out, because it is so hard when you just start anything nowadays, whether it's a YouTube channel or another social media page. So I'll put her YouTube channel here. It's Nadia_daily self. So yeah, if you do go over and check out her channel, just say, hey, Dainty sent me, and give her an old like and a watch. And yeah, she's going to be uploading more content, and she has a lot of lovely travel content. And also, I am not a fitness girly. I do exercise, but I am a let's go on a 5k, 6k walk by myself in peace with my headphones. I'm not a gym girly. If you're into fitness, she's also the one for you. I was saying how I lift plants. She lifts weights, I lift plants. But yeah, let me know if you check out her channel, and do say hello. Give her a nice little cheeky thumbs up and a subscribe. So I'm going to get this guest bedroom in order. I was so embarrassed because not that long ago, me and one of my friends got a little too drunk in town, and she lives like, you can't get a taxi home. So she came and crashed in mine, and my guest bedroom is pretty much a litter box because the cat robot thing is in there, and I was mortified at the state of the guest bedroom. And then I had to sleep in the guest bedroom when my niece and nephew were here, because they sleep upstairs, because my house is a bit of a weird layout. There's bedrooms downstairs, and then there's the bedroom upstairs, which is mine. And my niece and nephew are at the age where like they would get scared, so they want to sleep upstairs because they're scared of like someone breaking into the house, and then they're downstairs and I'm upstairs, which totally makes sense. So whenever they have a sleepover, we switch beds. So I stay in the guest room and they stay in my bed. So a bit of a bed swapping going on. So I'm gonna sort out this guest bedroom. So the guest bedroom hides a dirty little secret. So we have nice room, tidy, lovely little view of the front garden when it's in flower, and then shabam! We've got the litter robot, and Bjorg is about to... Is she going to demonstrate for us? Yes, she is. Now, I couldn't have planned that if I wanted to. So I bought... Oh God, this was expensive. I bought this in autumn time. And actually, I think it was last summer, because honestly, I was scooping the poopy every single day, multiple times a day. If it's more so Bjorg that uses this, and if it was in any way, also... Maybe I should give Bjorg some privacy. Hang on. I just realised I wasn't giving Bjorg much privacy there. I would not like to be filmed doing that. Although you can see Aunt with her big fluffy tail. Glitter robot. Oh, if you can afford one, yes. But what I will say is I had some teething problems for the first, I'm going to say 3 weeks, where neither of them wanted to use it. And I was like, I've literally just put money down the drain. But then I put some of their old litter box litter into it, and they use it now. But Bond doesn't seem to like it. And that brand, it's the Pet Kit one that you can get on Amazon. I have their water fountain that I bought. I bought that. However, I bought their food dispenser because it all works off like the same app. And it didn't work, and they sent me a replacement one. Their customer service, I suppose, was good, but I had to complain in order for them to contact me. So I had to leave a bad review, which I don't like doing, but the thing was literally rendered useless. And then they reached out to me. I couldn't find any customer care stuff on the Amazon thing. Now that could just be me. But as soon as I left a bad review, they got in contact. That's for the food dispenser. So I like that, but I think I'd be wary of the brand. I just had a bad incident with the pet dispenser thing. They sent me a replacement, and because it's for dry food, so they eat Royal Canin dry nuts as well as wet food. And those dry nuts, I mean, are common size, and the food dispenser wouldn't dispense them. And they were like, oh, the food has to be this size. And I'm like... Maybe in different places it is, but that was a pretty standard size. The food wasn't too big. Like I imagine if you were to put in like dog nuts, it would be much bigger and harder to dispense. So, do I rate the cat litter robot? Yes, because I don't have to scoop every day, but you still obviously have to clean it. You're still on litter duty. But all I have to do now is change that drawer, and it's... If my bathroom had enough floor space, I think I would put the litter box in the bathroom. Because I have a small house, the only place that has a lot of floor space is my bedroom. But Bjorg likes to use this. You also get notifications on the app, and it's like 5 a.m. and Bjorg went to the bathroom. She spent 2 minutes in the thing, and I'm like, okay. Tells you like their weight and stuff. TMI, to be honest. And you hear the auto cleaning, so I have it set to clean 10 minutes after she goes. So when I did sleep down here, when my niece and nephew were staying over, it woke me up at like 6 a.m. because Bjorg had a poopy. So that's why I have it in here, because this room is rarely used. But when I do have people, like normally I only have people staying for 1 or 2 nights, it's fine. But if someone was to stay with me a bit longer, I would have to relocate this. But yeah, I think a bathroom is probably a better place for it, but it won't fit. It won't fit. It's quite big as well. That's something that they don't say about the litter robots, is they are quite big and they do take up space. I did try to have it in the living room as like a side table, but it just was not the vibe. It was not the vibe. So I had a couple of people recommending the litter box robots things. I could put it on the top of the stairs and then just run. I've no outlet at the top of the stairs, but I could run an extension cable because obviously it has to plug in. There could be something. Yeah, maybe. What do you think, Bjorg? Come on up. Where would you like me to put your box? I think it could work on top of the stairs because only I pass it then. Yeah. So anyway, in a few seconds you'll hear this start to go meow, and that will be it auto cleaning. And all I have to do is clean. I change the waste bin every couple of days. You could probably get a week out of it, depending on obviously the activity of your cat and how often it's used and how many cats you have. And then you have to give it a good empty everything out and clean it. I find I have to clean it in the bathtub to rinse it down. Like in winter, I suppose in summer you could probably rinse it down in the garden and give it like a little disinfectant. So I would give it a thumbs up. But there are other products like the food dispenser. Don't waste your money on the food dispenser because I'm still waiting on a refund on that. So I did my usual cleaning that is not very exciting to look at, but cleaned the muddy floors, hoovered and mopped downstairs. And I treated myself to a bunch of tulips when I was in the supermarket this morning. So my tulips that I grow for cut flowers, they're just foliage, and it'll probably be another 3-4 weeks before I have some flowers on them, which is very exciting. But I just wanted to have a little bunch. So I picked these up. I think they were like €3 in Lidl. I couldn't leave them. So I'm going to pop these next to my bed so I can see them when I wake up. I hope you enjoyed this video. I wanted to reset the house this week because there is a decorating project that I want to begin. But if you're like me, I feel like I need to just have things clean and tidy, even though I know I'm going to be making a mess. I just need to, I don't know, have a clean slate before I start and move on to another project. So I just needed to have a little reset this week before I go wreck the house in probably the next video. If you're new to the channel and it's your first time here, big welcome. Hope you enjoyed this video and do subscribe if you enjoyed it. And for my regular viewers, cheeky thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video.